It's 12 now. The whole line 12. I'm the car man. It's 12 now. The car man. Said it was on Chester. He said it what? It was on Chester. It was saying Chester? I ain't saying Mr. Watt. Oh, it's good now? Yeah, on my phone it look cool. So, if I could, the mic on? Nope. Dang, so they wasn't even hearing me? Oh yeah, this joint ain't plugged up. Dang! They probably like, what is this nigga talking about? Right. I'm glad he come. Oh, sorry, Christ. I had a whole class. Damn, people in the chat couldn't even text it in. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow, that sound cool. That sound cool. Come on, man. Y'all gotta type in and let me know. Y'all wasn't hearing me that whole time. Y'all lip readers and all. Let me find out, man. Y'all could not hear. Y'all just.
If I could, I'm tripping because like John, like it'll say like the mic is on.
Oh, word.
The mic on here.
Ah.
So thinking like.
Nah, that's too wild. All right, nah, that's too wild. That's too wild. All right, let's. You can from where we was at.
Back at 22.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out.
Read on.
And ye shall not walk in the manner of the nation which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhor them.
Salakia. I'm just trying to get something together. You could keep reading.
Verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people.
Hold on, let me see. We might could drop that. Deuteronomy 24. And 1. You can read it.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 1. When a man had taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, or former husband which sent her away may not take her again to be his wife, after that she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When a man have taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall share up his wife which he hath taken. No man shall take the nether or the upper milestone to pledge, for he hath taken a man's life to pledge. Or millstone to lock it. Verse 7. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren, the children of Israel, and making merchandise of him or sell of him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put evil away from among you. Verse 8. Take heed in the plague of leprosy, that thou observe diligently.
Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 36.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 36. For the Lord shall judge his people, and repent himself for his servants.
Now, did you see the numbers that came out about the 4th of July weekend?
For people get shot. I'm not sure how to look it up.
Look it up for me. Numbers that came out about the 4th of July weekend, right? If you think about it, they didn't set off fireworks everywhere. They set off fireworks everywhere, right? Suburbs, the hood, anywhere you could go through, you could name it. I mean, you can name it. But the places that caught it the hardest is the ghettos and the hood. I seen the numbers as I was on my way to class, and I was like, God damn. The numbers was higher from the numbers that I seen. I seen numbers probably like Monday. And then now I'm seeing the numbers again, and now they calculate it, and the numbers is like, it's super crazy. Like not even like, and this ain't even, well, this is counting, but the shooting that happened here in Philadelphia, that mass shooting, I just seen a video earlier. They caught the dummies on tape, got the car and everything, who did it. But every year, like, I was on my way here and I was thinking like, damn, every year we teach on these holidays and it's really the same stuff, meaning next year we're going to be talking about the murders that go on 4th of July weekend. And nobody can understand. Everybody go out to these parties, everybody go out to these cookouts with the intentions on, having a good time and just eating and then grilling out. They just think something so simple as grilling and dancing to music and drinking on the block while lighting fireworks is something just so simple. How could it be against God? When they don't know that it's totally against God. So when stuff like this happen and you celebrating this stuff to other gods, the Most High have a question. You can read that scripture again?
If I could, I'd have the number too.
You got the number? What's the number?
It says at least 233 people were killed and 618 people were injured by gun violence and more than 500 shootings across the country during the 4th of July weekend.
And you want to know why most of these things is happening? Because there's fireworks going off already. So because there's fireworks going off already, black people, we already develop a sense of, we know when it's fireworks or when it's gunshots. And sometimes we just sit there like, I don't care. Somebody just busting their gun up in the sky or whatnot. So what they do is, your neighborhood lighting up so many fireworks, the demons on these other people decide to go out and they light your block up. You won't even be able to tell. You would not be able to tell. You wake up the next morning, see the yellow tape and the chalk and the police all up and down your block. You're like, God damn, what happened out here? You can't even tell the difference because we so used to it. It's almost normal, you know, to wake up and see stuff like that. But for some reason, these murders get worse around, you know, these so-called holidays. Now read the scripture. Well, how many people died?
233.
233. Go ahead.
If I could, that was heavy about what you're saying. Is like, I hate the sound of fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know what happened in our neighborhoods, and like when people pop them out on the regular, I'm like, why don't everybody out here hate fireworks? Like, really,
Right.
masking the sound just in case somebody starts shooting. And when that shooting happened out here, at first they thought it was fireworks.
They thought it was
So people
fireworks.
didn't run immediately. They heard it. They just probably looking at the sky still, didn't realize like somebody's shooting. Then they ran. Like, it was the same reaction.
They start saying people get hit, then they took off running. And that's because it's you so caught up into the holiday spirit of the fireworks and the food. Everybody out there just chilling, having a good time. Y'all hear something that just go off back to back to back to back to back. You don't think it's goddamn gunshots until you start seeing people drop. Now you want to take off. And for the love of you, nobody understand why stuff like this happens. So read that scripture.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 36. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants.
So the Most High going to judge his people and repent himself for his servants. Read.
When he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left.
He see that the power is gone, is none shut up or left. Like he just see that is the power, meaning what the authorities. He's seeing the authority figures. Like for every year for something like this to happen in neighborhoods all over the world, you would think the police would prepare better and try to do a better job. We know the criminals going to come out. It's fireworks. They're going to try to blend it in. Gunshots, a lot of stuff going to happen. You would think they would prepare better, but they don't. They don't give a damn. They do not give a damn. Instead, they policing the suburbs and the white neighborhoods to prevent you from coming in there and robbing them because they got the best fireworks, which a lot of people do. Go out there in them suburban areas, rob them because they got a ton of crazy fireworks. So that's what the police doing. But the power is they're not protecting the Lord's people. Read.
And he shall say, where are their gods? Where are their gods? Their rock in whom they trusted.
Read above that. The shut up.
When he seeth that their power is gone.
He see that the power is gone. He looking down, the 4th of July, he know that the power is gone. Read.
And there is none shut up.
And there's none shut up, which is so heavy that these people get caught in moments like this because people be diehard Muslims and diehard Christians. And then they get caught in situations like this. And the Most High is asking, read on. From where's their powers?
Oh, that their power is gone and there is none shut up.
He like, yo, their power is gone and there's none shut up. It's like there's nothing here to help them. In a moment like this, where if something happened, they would look to their gods that they worship to help them. Read.
Or left, and he shall say, where are their gods?
And when something happened, when they send up 100 and something shots down your block, the Most High gonna be like, where's your God at? You running? Where's your God? Where's your God to stop this from happening? Read.
Their rock. in whom they trusted.
They're rock, especially in the city of Philadelphia, which is the biggest Muslim city in the United States of America. Where's your rock at? Where's that rock that you worship? Where's he at? You on the ground holding up your loved one. You on the ground holding up your homie, your mom, sister, aunt, trying to stop them from bleeding out to death. And the Most High is looking down like, where's that rock at that you love so much? You know, where's that rock at? Somebody that came through at your party, sprayed your party up. All year you just been, you know, giving praises to Allah and giving all the glory to him. Where he at now? And the time you need him the most, when the time you bleeding out on the goddamn ground waiting for the ambulance to come, where is he at? Lord's looking now like, yo, why y'all running now? Where's your power at? You shouldn't be running. But if you knew who the true power is, it would be no need to run because you wouldn't even be out there.
Right.
You wouldn't be out there. Like I look back and I'll be thinking like, damn, back when I was in the world hitting up these parties, I was like going block to block, hitting up every party, every 4th of July party. Like, yo, we going here, then we gonna drop over here, then we gonna drop over here. We gonna do stuff like that. And then I just sit back and I look at the news like, God damn. Who knows which one of these, you know, block parties I would have been at during the time that somebody decided to come through and shoot up everybody just cause or whatnot. Read on. Go ahead.
If I could, it's so heavy because like he asked him, where your God at?
Mm-hmm.
Because like as our power, you know what I'm saying, in the Old Testament, when they say, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be our wisdom in the sight of the other nations. It's like our power told us not to be out there in the 4th of July. It told us to stay away from our press and all this other stuff. So when I'm driving my car, you know what I'm saying, on the 4th, driving it back, you know what I'm saying, from the slave or whatever, the only reason why I'm even paying attention to it being the 4th is because everybody else paying attention to it in the world. I be forgetting. So I'm driving and I see like this gigantic little like cookout they having all these people, and I'm like, see all my people outside, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, all these people out here, like, you don't know who these people are who, and you know the city turned up right now. Like, I would not be out right now. It's not a day to be out.
Yeah, because your block is beefing with the block 2 blocks down, and y'all all out there at one time. Why wouldn't they come out there and that's the perfect time? Like, right. It just don't make no sense. These holidays is just perfectly set up to catch us and kill us. That's why we die at rapid rates like that. Read on.
Which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offering.
They out there eating them hot dogs and ribs and hamburgers, all that. That's the fat of their sacrifices, man, because all that is in celebration to America. They worship in America. They worship the gods of America. They out there drinking the wine of their sacrifice. They out there having a good old time. Read.
Let them rise up and help you and be your protection.
So how about those that the fat of sacrifice that you drink and the wine of sacrifice and that rock you worship? How about that rise up and help you? You need it the most. You know, how about it rise up and protect you from stopping somebody to come through and spray your 4th of July barbecue up in the park? How about you do that? You know, how about you look to that, what you worship to rise up and protect you? Why can't it do it? Read.
See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill.
See that now I am he, there's no God with me. There's only one God, there's only one power, and there's nobody with him. He never told you there's somebody that's equal with him. He never told you there's somebody else that you can worship or look at as, as a higher power. He never told you that. Go ahead.
Good. He never told you that the heirs was supposed to get a messenger sent to them to carry on the rest of what he wanted you to learn. Like, he never gave that to the heirs. In the Old Testament, he said he only dealt with Israel.
Right. So he let you know it's just him. It's a whole list of stuff. It's just him, and there's nobody else with him. Read.
I killed and I make alive.
He the one that kills. He the ones that bring life into this world. Read.
Look, I wound and I heal.
He the one that put wounds on your body. He the one that healed them wounds that's put on your body. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Neither there is nothing or anything that can deliver you out of my hands. There's nothing that can save you when you in my hand. Read.
For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
Right. Lift up his hands forever and say, I live forever. Read.
If I whet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me.
And he going to reward them that hate him. He going to send revenge to his enemies, and he going to reward them that hate him. Give me Proverbs 1, and I believe it's like 19. You can read it when you get it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
Go to 20.
Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Go to 21.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Read. How long, ye simple ones, will love simplicity? Read.
And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
How long, man? We out here teaching, and we trying to get us on the right track and get us back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But how long? How long? How long are y'all gonna not realize that there is something wrong with these high holy days? I mean, with these so-called holidays. How long, right? How long are y'all gonna sit down and say, damn, we can't enjoy, and I see people posting it now. We can't never enjoy nothing. People always want to come through and ruin it. Well, if the God you worship is such a powerful God, why can't he protect you, in the time of celebrating these holidays? Like, just plain and simple. Why all your holidays got to end in a massacre? Why all your holidays got to end with, someone getting shot or killed? Like, every year, no matter the holiday, you sit at Thanksgiving, your family arguing and fighting. You try to bring your family together. Now they arguing and fighting. They can't get along because it's somebody bringing up something that happened in the past, or something, or somebody remembering what he did to him, or the money you owe. Then you got Christmas. Motherfuckers arguing about, stuff that they didn't get or that they wanted, being ungrateful. It's like, you had your hand up?
I could too. What's heavy about what you're saying is like, in the UPK, like we peep, like we still be around, you know what I'm saying, and say, but we in the world, but not of the world, or something.
Right, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we go places and we do things, but we always looking at it from a different perspective. And it's like, when you in the world and you out at a party, it's all type of drugs and, you know what I'm saying, hoarding and different things going around. So the club gets shut, the party gets shut. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Like, it's even on the small scale, from the so-called holidays to you just gathering together. It could be a couple of y'all trying to do something, and then somebody gets shot, and it just was only a couple of y'all. House party gets shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, what you're saying is totally correct. Like, we sit around and we peep that. We sit around and we notice, and we notice, certain things is happening, which is why we could come back with these stories to tell. Some of us still live with certain family members that's in the world because we got to for now. So when these holidays come up, we see how they interact and how they act with each other, and we just sit back like, they at it again. Every year, there's never a peaceful holiday, so-called holiday that they can have. It's always something. You go off for Halloween, you got to worry about candy being poisoned, New Year's, you got to worry about getting shot. All that, like, it's just, you name it, it's death that come with all these. And Salak, you had your hand up?
Good too, and the heavy part is like, Most High told us to stay away from there. You ain't hear about nobody be getting shot. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can just imagine, like, if it did happen, you know what I'm saying? Most High forbid, you trying to explain, like, where you was at? I was at the 4th of July. Like, what the hell was you doing there?
What was
like,
you doing there to even for that to even happen?
Right.
That's right. You don't hear about stories like that happening because we somewhere going about our day regular, somewhere in the crib, probably drinking, probably linking up with another brother, whatever brothers want to do in their spare time. You never really hear about that happening, but there are so many holidays that go by that is no peace. You hear about death. Even with Christmas, you either hear about trees getting caught on fire or arguments or, yeah, man, you just pick a holiday and then, I mean, you name it. So, like, you read on.
How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refuse.
He gonna make known his words unto you. How he gonna do that? We out there every weekend or every weekend, and when these holidays come up, we tell you about them and why not to celebrate them. After the holidays, we telling you that's why you shouldn't celebrate it, because what we told you was going to happen is going to happen. So read that scripture one more time. Read from where you just read one more time, that ended part.
I will make my words, so like I will make known my words unto you.
So he's going to make his words known unto you. We're going to tell you what's going to happen and that's why you shouldn't celebrate it. And the Lord said, don't do it. And then it's going to become true when you do it and see it happens. Read.
Because I called and ye refused.
He called and ye refused. So when you had that good old barbecue cooking, and that grill going off, when you got, the pool out for the kids, when you got the fireworks going, when you got your American flag, which I damn near don't understand, because just a few months we was just protesting about something. And then now people walking around with American flags on them, setting off fireworks, they keeping a regular American tradition. Go ahead.
If I could, I forgot about that. We just got Juneteenth voted in. So the slaves found out they weren't slaves no more. It's 2-3 years later. So now we got that as a holiday. But then you're gonna celebrate our oppressors' independence when we were still in slavery.
When we were still in slavery. And it ain't like Juneteenth was over what? June, what was it, 31st or something?
I think the day is like the 17th.
Oh, it's one day. So Juneteenth, I think it's like the 17th. So 2-3 weeks after that, you celebrate a day when it was what? 1776, we were still slaves. After they just gave us come on, man. That's exactly why your barbecue gonna get sprayed up, because you just accept what the oppressor gives you, and you take it and you say, yay. And you just 2-3 weeks later having a barbecue to celebrate the birthday of America and celebrate their Independence Day when you were still a goddamn slave. Don't make no sense. Read on.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
that's that simplicity and something.
That's that simplicity, man.
Here it was laid out so plain. The slave, you still a slave, is their independence. It's not for you. You see what I'm saying?
Right, which is why the police don't give a damn what happens. That's why you wouldn't barbecue and everything get sprayed up. They don't give a damn. Like, damn, for God's sakes, like, how did I forget that? Y'all just celebrated Juneteenth. And then turn around and then celebrate 4th of July. How does that sound? Like, even if you don't even wear the flag, like, and I don't think that's what they understand, which is why that's the simplicity, right? Because for some reason, like, black people feel like, okay, if I don't wear the flag, but I still had a fireworks and a cookout, it's not celebrating it. Like, they think the flag is what makes it official. Nah, you still keeping the traditions of it by the cookout, the food you put on the grill, the specific food you eat, on top of the fireworks you get, you still celebrating it. So no matter you rock that flag or not, you still celebrating it. Some of them rappers who had songs talking about the injustice of black people and how America is racist celebrated 4th of July, which I didn't understand. Like, damn, in a few weeks or a few months, we gonna be protesting. Matter of fact, that video that just went viral with a damn Edomite, when he telling the cops, hey, you go talk to the niggas, I don't want to talk to them. That happened in Jersey. That just happened. Then they finally went to arrest him, and then now the whole neighborhood was throwing cups. You see that? They was throwing cups, chips, everything at him. As the cops was bringing him out the house, that was hilarious. Like, but stuff like that still happens, but you just celebrated 4th of July. Like, why celebrate 4th of July when we got stuff like that that's still happening? You can read on.
I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded it.
He stretched out his hand. The Lord tried to help, and no man regarded him. No man wanted to help. Read.
But he had set at naught all my counsel.
And you said at naught all his counsels. All the counsels and everything that he set forth, you just didn't give a damn about. You didn't care. It meant nothing to you. Read.
So
Go ahead.
if I could, so what's so heavy about this is we literally trying to save your life. We trying to tell you,
And that's all counsel is.
the truth about the Bible, about these religions and everything, trying to save brothers and sisters' life, and they don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear. And we always get the last "I told you so." Look, we told y'all. I know that's why a lot of people can't stand this, because we go right back out in that corner the week after or that weekend of. Look, we told y'all this was gonna happen, and they can't stand this because it's like, damn, them niggas always right, but they never want to admit it. Read on.
And with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity.
The Most High gonna laugh at your calamity, man. The Most High is gonna find it funny when bad things happen to you. Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
When your fear cometh, he's gonna mock you. Read.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Ooh, distress come as a whirlwind. And it come as a destruction. Oh man, when distress come upon you, and that's the most. I don't know any other time when you need them. When you want to decide to turn to the Lord and start to call on His name, when distress come upon you, and it say what come upon you like a whirlwind.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
When the destruction comes as a whirlwind, meaning a whirlwind comes real fast, and when it comes through, it just takes about 2 seconds to just tear everything down. When it feel like your life is in shambles within 2 seconds, and you feel like you rock bottom and got nowhere to turn. Read.
When distress and anguish come upon you.
When distress and anguish come upon you, you know what that is? Well, what's the stress and anguish when that come upon you?
Good, that's when you're going through it. You panic. You're like, damn, man, I don't know which way to turn.
You feel like this is if you feel like after this is the end. You don't know what the hell to do after this. You at your lowest point and don't know what you're gonna do. Read.
Then shall they call upon me.
But you're going to call upon him when all this happening, all this go bad in your life. You're going to decide to call upon the Lord. Read.
But I will not answer.
He ain't even going to answer you. When you at your lowest point, he's not even going to answer you. When you need him the most, he's not going to answer you. Read.
they shall seek me early.
You're going to try to seek him early. You're going to get up and you're going to try to seek the Most High early. You're going to be looking for him early. You're going to be trying to find the truth so bad. You're going to be looking in all type of places for the Lord to get answers on how to get out of the hole you in. Read.
But they shall not find me.
But you ain't going to find them. You ain't going to find them. Read.
For that they hated knowledge.
And why you ain't gonna find him, and why you gonna seek him early and search him out, and when destruction and everything come, he's gonna laugh and he's gonna mock you because you hated what?
For that they hated knowledge.
Because you hated knowledge. You had the answer. The answer is as simple. Like, life is not that complicated, right? People think life is a mystery, right? It's not that hard. It's just that simple. The answer is don't celebrate 4th of July.
Right.
Your life is not going to go in shambles in the next 2-3 weeks if you don't celebrate 4th of July. But because you celebrate 4th of July, now you want to look for answers. And you try to look for answers day and night. You try to search the Most High out. And he's going to make sure you don't find them because you hated knowledge. How you hate knowledge? You had, I.S.U.P.K tell you don't celebrate 4th of July, gave you a whole breakdown on it, and you still did it. So when you standing out there in the park, get shot up, and you get shot or somebody you love get shot, you finally wake up in that hospital bed and say, I need to change my life and I need to turn my life over to God. But nothing goes good for you after that. Why? Because you hated knowledge. For so long, brother's been telling you and, giving you the answer, and all you did was just didn't give a damn. I mean, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But, what about when the Bible say this? You want to go back and forth with me. Nigga, I actually read this. You don't. You fighting me with common worldly knowledge, the knowledge that the world go off of, basic stories that everybody know. Nigga, I'm telling you that, celebrating 4th of July is a sin against God. You never read that in the Bible, but you're going to combat that with whatever information you think you know based off of the Bible. So when you laying in the hospital bed and you decide to turn your life over to God, because you hated knowledge, he going to make sure you don't find them. Read. Mm-hmm.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
You ain't choose the fear of the Lord. Which choosing the fear of the Lord? So like, if we got some soda or something back there, could you hit me up with it? Somebody online type it in. Which choosing the fear of the Lord? Tell me that. Which choosing the fear of the Lord? I mean, so it's tough. Just type it in. The water. They didn't choose fear of the Lord. What's choosing fear of the Lord? Tell me that. How can you choose fear of the Lord? I'm gonna give y'all a little quick second to type it in. Go on, I appreciate it. What's choosing fear of the Lord? Let me know if anybody online typed it in. Nobody answered. Do you know what's choosing the fear of the Lord?
I could choosing the fear of the Lord is doing what he told you to do.
Right, keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. Right, that's choosing the fear of the Lord. What's the precept?
Proverbs 9:10 is one.
Yep.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the holy is understanding.
It's the beginning of wisdom. What's that wisdom? The law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's what you get when you fear the Lord. When you fear the Lord, you get that means you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Why? Because you know not keeping the law, statutes, and commandment is going to get you shot at a 4th of July cookout. I'm just going to visit my family. I ain't going to eat nothing. I'm going to just go say hi to my family and chill with my family. I ain't going to eat none of the hot dogs. You still celebrating it. You there. You there. You're going to watch the fireworks and all that. If you don't have to be there, you shouldn't be there. You still celebrating it. That's not fearing the Lord, man. So read.
Back in Proverbs or 1 or 9?
Say it again.
Read back where I was at, or where I was at first?
No, where you was at first.
All right. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
They're going to eat of the fruit of their own ways, meaning what? Now they're going to start creating doctrines and creating beliefs. Why? Because they've been searching for God and they haven't found them. They haven't got no answers to what happened. And the precept to this could be forever learning and never coming into the knowledge and understanding. You're going to be forever learning and never understand what the hell you're looking for. Never understand what you're searching, to the point where you're just going to start making up stuff that best fits what you believe. So you're going to start creating stuff. Why? Because you've been searching for the Lord so long and you ain't got no answers to why, at that party, your child or your niece and nephew or whatnot that's only 5 years old end up getting shot. And you getting shot. So now you try to figure out answers, but the answer been in front of you. What are you seeking the Lord out now for? When you had the answer all this time. You knew the answer all this time. And the fact that you're searching everywhere, but coming back to ask that brother, what was that information he was telling you about when you told him not to celebrate 4th of July? You go search everywhere else. You go sit in different churches. No, I don't like that church. That pastor is this. I don't like that church. That pastor is that. Nah, this Muslim imam is not this. You go search out every false religion and give them a chance, except that nigga that live next door to you, who you think is crazy because he got the boots and he won't cut his braids. It's 2021. Nigga still got braids. And every time I see this nigga, his boots tucked into his pants tucked into his boots. The nigga he look like he in a military or something. The nigga say some weird stuff every time he pick up the phone in some language. You ain't giving him a shot when he the one that been telling you the truth the whole time. You're going to give every false doctrine a shot out here, to the point where you come up with no answer. You just start making up whatever the hell you think is right. Read.
And be filled with their own devices.
You're going to be filled with your own devices, man. Whatever you create, you're going to think it works. You're going to start making herbs, all type of holy water. You're going to be making all rocks. You're going to think that works, whatever device you decide to make. Go ahead.
If I could, I think I was learning about Santeria, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know somebody in my family was into that. Anyway, they be having all types of shrines with white people and Buddha and all the African weird looking stuff. And you into all this other stuff, you're throwing coconuts, and then whichever way the coconut lands, you're wearing all white for 90 days. And
right.
All the crazy stuff like, oh, you gotta be pure, so and then you still gotta be a drug addict to eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. Everything the Lord told you not to do, you still allowed to do that, but you're gonna wear all white for all this time so you don't get shot or get in no trouble. You're gonna throw the coconuts at the wall. And then when it lands, that's gonna tell you what to do, and you're gonna wear a little bracelet, but you not follow none of the Lord's laws. So the same stuff that happened to everybody else gonna happen to you too. Like you just whatever.
You looking for a coconut to direct you on how to go, but that same crazy nigga that in your family been giving you the answers, but those answers don't sound right. Like, just think about it, right? They have somebody say, the Lord said don't eat pork or don't be a homosexual. And they think that that's crazy to say. And the Lord couldn't possibly say that. But then they take a coconut and throw it at a wall because they believe the Lord is going to tell them based off of this coconut how their day is going to go. So what you're saying is just completely crazy, but throwing a coconut at a wall is not.
Right.
Putting food in front of a Buddha statue to feed it is not crazy.
Right.
Like praying and rubbing and kissing on a rock is not crazy. Taking a goddamn wooden cross and kissing it and doing all this and praying and like that is not crazy. Like they do things to where as though only a person that's like a schizophrenic would do.
Right.
Where you looking like, yo, I'm crazy for just telling you something. But you're not crazy when you're actually doing something. Like, I'm like, yo, the Lord said don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I'm crazy for saying that. But yet you got ashes in the middle of your forehead, and in the circle in your living room. You sitting in the middle of it with candles. You lighting all type of incense. You know, I tell you this. You want to get rid of demons? You got to get counsel. You got to pray, and you got to listen to what your husband say. If you want to get rid of demons. Your husband gonna give you the blueprint on how to get rid of demons. You want to get rid of demons? What demons that you feel as though you fight? Man, I feel as though, you know, I keep I can't fight cigarettes or bad energy. Every time this person come around me, they got bad energy and their spirit is just something about them that just drive me crazy. And I just can't kick cigarettes. I just can't get rid of it. Okay, here's what you do. You're going to take steps to just stop smoking cigarettes. Let's start there. Let's just start by you just, how many cigarettes you smoke a day? 8? Let's try to knock it down to 5 until it's down to 0 because it's against God to smoke cigarettes. So I'm going to help you baby step your way off cigarettes. Eventually, you're going to kick cigarettes. That person you feel that way about, just stop having them come around. Just stop having them come around. And that's all. They just bad for you. If they're making you feel like that, you shouldn't be around them. It's obviously something you don't like. That don't sound right to them. You know what sound right? I'm going to get some sage. I'm going to burn it, walk through the house, sweeping the sage, have incense lighting up. I'm going to have 20,000 incense in the goddamn house, walking through the house with sage, and I'm going to just burn these incense and this sage because it's going to get rid of the bad spirits. But what's going to happen when the same person come over? You're going to feel the same way and don't want them around anymore. You're still going to smoke eight cigarettes a day. But that's not crazy that you burning goddamn incense and you and saying prayers walking through you. Like, come on, man. Incense scaring off demons? Right. Come the hell on. Nothing scare off a demon more than you stop smoking cigarettes. When you stop smoking cigarettes, that scares off a demon more than some goddamn incense or some goddamn sage. What the hell did he need to run away from the sage for when it was keeping him there is the goddamn cigarettes? So like, you had your hand up?
If I could, was so heavy about what you're saying. And about even the name of the school, this Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We trying to make your life more practical. That's what we trying to do. We telling you, look, you can't celebrate Christmas. It's in the Bible not to do it. This is where it really came from. This is the God you're worshiping. Instead, not only that, you turning your kids evil as hell because they expected something from you on these days, and it's turning y'all against each other in our relationship. Because, oh man, y'all going broke every year because our oppressor told you to go shopping. And then you saying it's for the kids. We trying to be practical with you and tell you, listen, we shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We tell you, oh, you know what I'm saying, sex is marriage, you should wait and be patient with who you have sex with. Then somebody on the outside gonna be like, who are you to tell me who I should and shouldn't have sex with? First of all, anything in here is basically advice, but you should listen to it, or you might get kicked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
But if we tell you that and then you don't want to listen because you think it's evil, and then you go have sex with who you want to, and then you get burned. You got a crazy baby mama who's trying to abort your kid, and then had a kid, and then take your kid to somebody else's kid at the same time.
Yeah, child support.
Cussing her kids out, cussing you out, all this other stuff. When we'd be like, don't talk to her. That ain't the type of woman you should deal with. You should get a better woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just trying to make it practical, and don't nobody want to hear that. We tell you, listen, we know the truth about Muhammad and what he was doing. That comes from the Arabs. The Bible don't got nothing to do with the Arabs. They tell you right here not to worship a rock. Look at them kissing this rock. They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
You learn about being a Muslim in jail, and you still going back to jail. We don't go back to jail here.
Yeah. Unless it's for the Lord. Unless we get locked up at camp and all that, or defending our brother or something. We not getting locked up robbing stuff. And the point you brought out was heavy, right? Because I seen a meme earlier that some girl posted. She said, "I let sex turn me into a mother before marriage." Or sex turned me into a mother before marriage. And then something about she should have seek love first. Right. And I was sitting there like, if only our people would listen. Right. Like, that's all we just try. It's just so simple as watch who you lay down with, because that's the person you gotta spend the rest of your life with. Right. The worst thing that can happen is you have kids by somebody you're not with no more, because you don't know what you're getting out of it. Your life can be a living hell. You can have the bitter baby mama, the bitter baby father. It's like, that's just and females know that, so they can be all that. Who you telling me I can't have sex with? They can say all that all they want, but years down the line, when they ain't got no man, or the man that they with can't fully be a father to their kids because your kid is older, can't really discipline them like how he want because they not his kids or whatnot, and the father's still around, you're going to sit back and look like, this don't feel complete. Right. This don't feel complete. I don't feel like, okay, I love the person I'm with, but I don't feel like it's complete because you just didn't listen. And the only way you can come and feel complete is in an I.S.U.P.K. Life is just so simple. Out there in the world, you're going to have kids by somebody, not be with them, and your life is going to be a living hell after that. And females get older and they realize that as their kids start to hit the teens or preteens, and they see how their kids move, they start to see their sons they notice their son is going off a little bit. But it's but so much to step back and tell them. Because like, nigga, you ain't my dad. I mean, I hear you, but if you touch me, I'm gonna just call my dad. He already mad that you with my mom. He just gonna come and kill you. So, nigga, you ain't my dad. But life is just so simple like that, man. It's just, sex is marriage. Be careful who you lay down and have sex with, because you got to stay with them for the rest of your life. And that's just it. You can read on.
Come. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
Turning away of the simple shall slay them. Because you were so simple and you turned away from the Most High laws, that's going to be the reason you die. Read on.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Same thing for the fools. These fools they don't want to listen. But instead, they want to think of other ways to get money because, they need the money now or whatnot. That's going to be the reason you die. Your way of thinking and how you do things, because you're a goddamn fool, and the drugs you want to sell, that's going to be the reason you die. Read on.
Well, whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely.
But the people that do listen, they're going to dwell safely. I wake up after every holiday, just open my phone, and go to the social media outlets or the news outlets, and I just see what happened. Let me see what happened yesterday on the 4th of July. God damn, that's how many people died? Damn, what happened? And you know what's crazy too? Look up how many shootings happened in Chicago over the 4th of July weekend. Them killings, right? It was 200 and something, right? That's the whole United States, right? Chicago is half of them. I think Chicago is at like 98, right? Chicago is at like 98. Look up for the killings that happened How many killings happened over the 4th of July weekend in Chicago?
It says Chicago violence, 100 shot, 18 fatally in the weekend shooting across the city.
So 100 shot. How many died? 18? Oh, so 100 shot. Okay, all right. So I read that wrong. Go ahead.
So out of the 500 people, they got shot.
Chicago did 100 of them.
Chicago did 100. And out of the 233, 18
is Chicago. And out of the 100 is Chicago, which is the rest of the United States who fills in. And then out of that 200, 18 of it is Chicago. Like, come on, man. That is hell. That is like if like the Lord is making it to where as though you have to be scared to celebrate 4th of July. Like if you're not paranoid or worried by now, this is exactly why it's so easy for your block to get shot up, because you out there with no worries. When you see the numbers over the weekend, which the weekend is counted as what, Friday and Saturday? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend is counted in 3 days. Over 3 days, you have more shootings than you would get in a year. If that don't be, I ain't going outside today. I think I'm gonna chill on the cookouts or whatnot, because somebody always getting shot around here, and I don't know if it's gonna be me this year. So let me just fall back. Niggas don't even do that. They just be like, listen, I'm going out. I'm getting that cheeseburger and that, the barbecue grill, and I'm going out to see the fireworks. You probably meet a new girl, want to show off. She got kids or something. Yeah, I'm gonna take them down to the spot such and such and go let them see the fire. Yeah, and then that's y'all first date, might be y'all last. Might be y'all last, because somebody's gonna come through spraying it up, and next year you're just gonna do it all over again with somebody new. So, like, you had your hand up.
Good. Well, what it remind me of what I was thinking about, like how the Lord protect us, right? You know what I'm saying? They tell us to be separate so He can protect us from the place to this place. I was like, that remind me of like how when stuff go down in the world, we be in the damn house, or we be in glass. And it remind me of in Egypt when the Lord said, y'all go in your house and put your blood on the door. So when the death angel passed, he'll know not to mess with your house.
No.
So I be feeling like that's how it is. Like, because we in here, all the death angels and all the shootings and everything that happened is like where we at, it be like the Lord be making sure He watch over our house. You know what I'm saying? Versus going out, because you think about it like, you know how it is. You in the world, you gonna get some liquor, you gonna get some girls, you gonna get some weed, you go to this cookout, we gonna eat. That's what's on your mind.
And we gonna have fun. It's gonna be lit. Everybody always over there. So many people was talking about going to that block for the cookout. We over there. It's gonna be so many women. We gonna bring the bottles, the weed. We gonna have a good time.
If I could, it's like, well, once you go to do all that, you don't know the Lord looking down on you like, I told them. I've been trying to tell y'all every year not to take y'all lines out there and do this again every year. Since y'all gonna keep doing that, okay, now it's gonna get shut up.
Mm-hmm. You didn't argue with my prophets on 16th and JFK 3 days ago when you heard them talk about 4th of July. When they was on 12th and Market and you heard them talk about 4th of July, you was mad. You felt like they was ruining your weekend. You stopped and said something. Man, we went out Pittsburgh last weekend, right? And one of the brothers was speaking about 4th of July. And a few young boys walked by and they just yelled, man, shut the F up, shut the F up. Like they had an outburst. They was just mad that we was talking about it. And I just pray the Lord just don't shoot up wherever they going to have a cookout at, because damn, I don't know. Like, listen to them young dummies, man. They do not know. Saying something as simple as that, you can die. Like, that's what the people at camp don't know.
Right.
Walking by, yelling out disrespectful stuff to us can cause you to die. That could be the reason the Most High killed you. What's the precept?
I don't know if it's the right precept. I had something.
Let me hear what you had.
The one where the kids making fun of that.
Yep, that's exactly the one that I want. That's exactly the one that I want. 2 Kings, I think is.
I got it.
You got it? All right, pull that one. That's exactly the one that I want.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 2, verse 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up, there came forth little children out of the city.
There came 4 little children who came out of that city. Read.
And mocked him. And said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head.
How did they mock him? By saying, go up with your bald head. Go. They want to crack jokes. Go up with your bald head. Look at this bald head man. Man, shut up. Look at you with your bald head. Read.
And he turned back and looked on them.
He turned back and looked at these kids and said, oh, yeah. Read.
And cursed them in the name of the Lord.
He cursed them in the name of the Most High. Read.
And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood.
And it came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood. Read.
And tear 40 and 2 children of them.
And tear 40 and 42 children. Read.
Oh God. And he went from thence to the Mount Carmel. That's like that was it.
And he went unto the mountain. What's the point of this scripture? Watch your goddamn mouth.
Right.
Watch your goddamn mouth when you're talking to a prophet of the Most High. So all you people out there that come across the I.S.U.P.K camp all over the world, y'all hear us saying something that you don't like and you decide to come over, kick signs, be disrespectful. Like perfect example, the Kentucky 8. The Kentucky 8, the person that started all that, the person that started it off and the leader of that, ended up getting shot and killed. End up getting shot and killed. So this goes for everybody that's all over the world. You hear an I.S.U.P.K prophet out there on them streets teaching, and they say something you don't like, keep your goddamn mouth shut because it's best. It's best you keep your goddamn mouth shut. Why? Because the Most High might look down on it and might not like the way you're talking to him. Might not like the way you're talking to his prophets. And you could die from that. I mean, kids died for making fun of a prophet with a bald head. All they said was, go up with your bald head. Go up with your bald head. Made fun of a bald head. But they should have had some goddamn respect and knowing who they talking to. Like, that's how we, carry ourselves. We not in these establishments when we out to, have a drink or just chill and, have fun with the brothers or whatnot to see what's going on. We ain't going for all that disrespect, man. You gotta watch who you're talking to. We know we not regular people out here, man. I mean, we telling you to watch who you talking to because the Lord might see it and might not like it, and might remove you from being in this establishment. So when we come back, we won't have no more issues because you're gone. Salaki, go ahead.
And if I could too, like even with that, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us to watch our mouth too. But this is the thing. People think us telling you what the Lord told us to tell you is being disrespectful. But that's not being disrespectful.
That's not being disrespectful.
That's actually trying to help you. So you understand what the Most High said. You really not even mad at me. You mad at the Lord.
You mad at the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm really just doing what I want to do, I might not give a damn to be out here. But the Lord told me to care about you and to be out here.
Right. What Christ say? They hated me before they hated you.
Right.
They don't hate you. They don't know you. They just hate Christ. Why? Because Christ is the one that's, bringing forth and teaching us to come out here and telling us what to say, that you can't do certain things or whatnot. The Lord is doing it, but of course he's doing it through Christ and putting the Spirit out here. So, you hate the Most High. You don't hate me. You don't know me. You don't hate me because I said you can't eat pork. You hating the person that sent me to do it, which is the Lord. So we definitely watch our mouth when we out, and we make sure we careful. So you should do the same with yours. It's consequences if we out being disrespectful and not watching our mouth, and it's definitely consequences for you. Just like I said, the Lord could remove you. He could remove you and make sure coming back to this establishment we deal with no more problems. Come back. Then what happened to the brother from? Nah, man. You know, oh man, he got shot and killed about 2 weeks ago. Damn, word. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. You know, he went off running his mouth. He didn't know how to control himself. Somebody laid him right out. Damn, that's crazy. Now it's peaceful. I come there to get a drink. It's all peaceful. I mean, watch your goddamn mouth when you talk to the Salaki. You could go back to the other scriptures. I think we was in Proverbs. I understand. Yeah. We might be finished there. Is there any questions online? No questions online, no questions in the room? So you don't think you got any? All right, cool. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class off to Priest and Officer Astawada.
We the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Auburn, New York. Moved new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shield themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, find in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, or the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means to the Hebrew or I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the teacher priest fund, which is a free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The memorial of blowing the trumpets, Monday, the 6th of September. You can find it in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 and 25. My occupant, I've walked to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, the modules means to stand. In the visual, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Ma'am Shabbat. Ma'am Rock. How about Shimmy Al Shah, Brother Thumb? Yes, what's up? Class is missed.